And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey everybody, I'm Tom Vasel, and today we're taking a look at Storytime Chess. This has a Storytime chess set and a standard chess set. It's really the same chess set. But this is a way to teach kids how to play chess through stories. And when I saw this, the advertisement for it claimed that it's the most awarded game in the world, maybe even history. We'll let that one slide. They might not know what Seven Wonders is or Wingspan or other games that have won probably more awards. But hey, it's won a lot of awards. I tend to go into these things with a bit of a inquisitive eye here, like I'm suspicious a bit here. But hey, my son has never played chess. So I'm going to use this to see if it works. Let's find out. So the main thing here is this storybook. So this is an 87-page book, which comes with a story. It tells you what's in the game and talks to you about how to play. And so you'll start here and you learn about King Chomper, this guy who eats a ton of food, so he has to shuffle around the board, blah, blah, blah. You do the story, and now it shows you how to move King Chomper, the white king. So in the box, you find the white king here, and then you're going to find King Chomper's piece that you stick like this. And then it will show you how to move him. It will give you some mini games. You'll put some pizza tokens on the board. He goes around and finds pizza. And so the game comes with a whole bunch of different tokens here of various types that you'll use for this. So it's pretty simple here. You just move them one space. Here you get all the pizza. You put pizza on the board and see how many moves it can take. That's it. Then King Shaky shows up. And King Shaky, it talks about him, the same thing. He moves just like the white king. He has the same mini games. But then you play a mini game with both kings. Then you meet the pawns, the king's children, and it talks about how pawns move. And what it's going to do is it's just going to keep going back and forth as it goes through the different stories until you get to the end where it's going to give you a full game of chess. You know, you get to the last queen, Queen Allegra, and there's stories throughout here. We have Queen Bella here, who is the white queen. So that's pretty much how it works. The pieces themselves, let's take a look. So here's the board completely set up, and if you look at the board, it shows you little pictures of where to put each of the pieces, so you know to put the queen here, and some small touches, like for example, the different bishops. In fact, I have them in the wrong spot here. Green hair goes here, white hair goes here, and that reminds you what spaces that they're going to be on the board itself. So you have all this, the pawns go in the front. You'll notice that the pictures will zoom in here on the black pieces. You'll notice that there's all different shapes and sizes of kids. The only problem I've just run into is my son calls the pieces he calls them kids or the horses or the castles. So I'm teaching him the proper names here. And then you can always take these pieces out. You're still going to have this open area here for that piece, but you also have another side of the board which has an actual chessboard with the letters and numbers on it. The game comes with a bag for King Chomper and King Shaky, putting the pieces in there, and you've already seen the book, which is a good chunk of this game. Now this says ages 3 to 103, so sorry you 104 people, no more chess for you. And then it says 8+ for the silly stories, I'm not quite sure. 30+ mini games on here. Okay, now we're getting a little, that's not quite false advertising, but since some of the mini games are the same, but be that as it may. My son's never played chess, so I use this to teach him how to play chess. Short story, it's too long, don't read it, whatever. He learned to play chess, and now we can play chess. Now, he has not learned everything in chess as of me recording this review. We haven't talked about en passant or castling. You know, that's I think another lesson to come out in the future, but he knows the basics of chess, and this certainly helps out a lot. Now, I will say, as we were playing through it, he got a little bored sometimes because they would take too long to show how a piece moved. Like, this is how the bishop moves, and you move it. Okay, got that. Now, here's a little mini game. Got it. Here's another little mini game. What? Let's get to the next piece. And interestingly enough, he in the game we just played of this yesterday, as of me recording this, he wanted to take the pictures out. He wanted to flip the board. Wanted to play normal chess. So I guess it's a success story, right? I like it. The stories are long. There was a point where I was like, finish the story so we can get to actually playing chess. And I won't lie that some of the stories got very truncated near the end. Like, look at these kids. Hey, there's kids now. Okay, let's go out and fight. But I think this works well. You don't have to follow it slavishly. It's like any other curriculum. But it does teach chess to kids, and the pictures are cute, they're fun, and it gets to playing chess. Now, it's possible your kid won't play chess. It's possible my son's brain is wired to play chess, although if he played chess, unlike the girl in Queen's Gambit who just sits there and smiles at the opponent, he will sit there and tell you every possible move, including the moves that you can make against him to defeat him. So there's that. But it's fun. It's interesting. I'm glad it exists. You know, it's neat to have games that can teach kids to play classic games such as chess, and I think this one does a good job at it. If you have kids, I mean, that's clearly the audience for that, but if you have kids and you want to teach them chess, I think this is certainly one to check out. So that's Storytime Chess. I'm Tom Vasel, and you've been watching the Dice Tower. Dice Tower Judgment, approved for kids!